let's get into this. This is going to be a little heavy one. Hopefully not too heavy. But I got a question, ladies. Are you more comfortable with your nightmares than your dreams? Ooh.
Oh my!
What do you mean?
We walking heavy. We already heavy, Doc.
Yeah. I just want to step out here. Hey, listen, you might want to get your steel toe red bottoms. Okay. I'm not really trying to step on the toes, but if I do, but we're going to get some help. You're going to get some help. Yeah. Are you more comfortable with your nightmares than your dreams? All right. Have you been so disappointed so many times?
Share this broadcast.
Share. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, because I didn't share with my own peoples. I got to do that. Share with your followers. And then I got to share on Twitter. Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. How you do that? Oh, what have I done? Okay, we good. Okay. All right. So listen. Have you been disappointed so many times, ladies, that you give up before you even try? Because you tell yourself, I can't take one more heartbreak. I can't take one more letdown. Okay? Solomon said this. He said that hope deferred maketh the heart sad. What does that mean? That means that, especially for a woman, after you keep expecting and it doesn't happen, you know what happens? It creates a sense of depression. It creates a real low, because women, unlike men, see, for us, what's heartbreaking for us and chips away at our esteem is if we have something to give to a woman, what's up, Russia? And we come with that in hand and she rejects it. That destroys us. You know what I'm saying? But as a woman, for you, the thing that breaks you down so tough is if you have an unmet need. Okay, you need something. Okay, you're wired to be provided for, to be supported. So if you come out here with that and that goes unmet, you know what it does? A little part of that diamond identity is chipped away.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and one thing we know about a diamond, one thing we know about y'all, the diamonds, yeah, that's y'all, ladies. Yeah. Is that you're very strong. You're extremely strong. But if you hit a diamond in the right place with enough pressure, okay, it can be broken. All right. There are people out there that are called diamond cutters, and that's their job, to know exactly where to hit the diamond, okay, to break it. So once that diamond is broken, all right, under pressure, then now it's fragmented. So now the sense of worth that diamond has gone down.
My God.
Okay, because why? It's no longer whole. Okay, so each time, all right, you go into a new relationship, you feel more depleted than you did in the last one.
My God.
Okay, I know I'm talking to somebody. I never know who it is, but you know who you are. And I'm glad y'all hitting the comments, but I can't read it and, all at the same time. So if I miss something.
No, you just go.
Yeah, just keep it coming. So after you, over time, over and over again, give your priceless, beautiful diamond self to enough swine, okay, you conclude this. Real love doesn't exist for you. Okay? So my question is this. If you are in that place right now, because somebody is there that you may not really admit it to nobody else, but you don't believe anymore. You honestly, secretly in your heart don't believe that real love exists. Okay? When you hear about people are in relationships like whatever, you ain't trying to be no hater, but you like, yeah, okay, he probably just like every other man. You know what I mean? So I ask you this. Do you feel like a loving God, our Father, said, well, I want to create this amazing planet that has everything in it that they need. All right. I will even give my only son to die for their sins. But check this out. I'm going to play a little joke on him, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The guy with the Holy Spirit and all the angels, and says, what if I keep women from the very thing that they need? Love, support, security, and companionship. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Yeah. It don't really make sense. It don't make sense to me. Maybe it happened. Or maybe this is the case. maybe you never really learned how to discern who was really worth your diamond. Okay? Or to keep it 100, maybe you never really realized that you are a diamond. Okay? Let me say this. The family dynamic is so powerful. I'm talking about the nucleus of the family. Now, I'm talking about mom, dad, kids, right? I know there's a lot of other creative, combinations, but that's the one I'm talking about right now. Okay, why? Because especially for young girls, that's where you got your self-worth training. Let me say it this way. That's where you were supposed to get your self-worth training. Meaning, dad, he was supposed to model to you, all right, how a man is supposed to treat that diamond, how worthy you are, how beautiful you are, how special you are. One of the ways he was supposed to do that is by how he treated your mom. Okay? And as you saw that, all right, then you will see how mom supposedly was supposed to respond to that behavior. All right? She was supposed to model that in front of you so that you can see how she respected that. Okay? How she acknowledged, okay, that behavior in the dad. But oftentimes, for a lot of you, dad wasn't there. If he was there, he might have just been on working, just trying to get his hustle on, just to provide. But for whatever reason, you had to come out here and creatively figure it out on your own. All right. You had to figure out, how am I supposed to go about this thing called relationship and love and all of this, which caused you to seek validation in boys who were just telling you that you look pretty because you were so starved for attention. You were so starved for validation that you just went after anything. And let me tell you this, and I said this before, never seek validation outside of yourself. Okay, validation has to come from within. So I want to go through 3 things very quickly on the common reasons that can cause you to conclude that real love does not exist anymore for you. Okay, one of them is you were never taught your true worth. Okay, so if you think about it, look at this. You know what this is? This is a good old-fashioned, can you see that? Rock. Yeah. Now, many of you think that you are a rock, okay, as opposed to a diamond. I mean, you really believe this. Now, what do we do with rocks? How do we treat rocks? We throw rocks. You know what I'm saying? We step on rocks. You know what I mean? We break rocks. We treat rocks any old kind of way. All right? We don't care about rocks. But how do we treat this? Okay? We put this in nice stores. All right? We treat this like it's, people have died for this. So if you go into a relationship, ladies, thinking that you are this, all right, instead of this, how do you think a man is going to respond to this? Do you think that he's going to treat you like a diamond? Okay. And in some instances, if he does treat you like a diamond, then guess what? You know what it'll make you feel like? It'll make you feel very uncomfortable if you feel like this is really your identity. You will feel like he's treating you way too good. And subsequently, all right, you will be treated bad or you will pull away, okay? And then you will conclude, all right, you know what? Real love don't exist. Every situation I get into, you know what I'm saying? He either cheats on me, all right? He either dogs me out, talks to me like I'm crazy. But here's the thing. You're bringing a rock attitude and mindset into the relationship, all right? Number 2, all right, what causes you to believe love doesn't exist? You give the wrong guys too many chances. Period.
Whoa.
Over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? A lot of guys out here, ladies, are wolves in sheep's clothing. All right? Okay, but here's the deal. When you know what to look for, okay, he can't hide. Okay? When you can clearly see that his big old brown tail, all right, is coming out of his sheep little costume. All right? He can't hide no more. But here's what a lot of you will do. Even in the face of seeing that, you will say, that because if you're looking for the outward validation, you will ignore the bad and convince yourself that it's good.
My God.
Come on, ladies. Let's just if we can be honest with ourselves, you will ignore the bad and convince yourself that it's good. I don't care, because, y'all try to fix a man up. Y'all try to say, well, he ain't all bad. He's got some good qualities.
Right.
Like what? He can breathe. He can put one foot in front of the other one. He can brush his teeth. You know what I mean? You look for any little thing. Why? Because of this last one. You are afraid to be alone.
Oh.
Yeah. I know I struck a note right there. You are afraid to be alone. This right here, ladies, will cause you to do a lot of very not so smart things. It will make you come across as being very thirsty.
My God.
It will make you come across as being very desperate.
My Lord.
Okay. You will do a lot of things that you typically would never do because you're afraid to be alone. Have you ever been invited to a party and you really did not want to go? To just keep it honest, because there was going to be somebody there that you just couldn't stand to be around. They got on your very last nerve, but you said, I got to go because who invited me, I don't want to do that to them. And that is what I would compare to how you feel about being alone with yourself. Okay, because many of you are afraid to be alone with the you that you've created, not the you that you are.
My God.
Okay, because if somebody said this was at home waiting for you, called you up, said, hey, sent you a picture on Instagram, hey, I'm going to leave this right in the middle of the bed, okay? It's going to be there when you get there. All right, you wouldn't leave work early. You know what I mean? You take your time and you do what you normally do to get there. But if somebody sent you a picture on Instagram and said that this was waiting for you, you would break your neck. Fire me. I got enough money to get whatever I want. I'll buy this place. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. This is you. And you've treated yourself like you're worth nothing because you have no idea who you are. You don't value yourself. Okay? You don't realize that you are amazing. Because before somebody else can realize how fabulous you are, you have to realize how wonderful and fabulous you are. And I know somebody saying this. They're saying, Chris, Doc, you don't understand, okay, what I've been through, what I've dealt with, okay? They're saying that I have been, I've been molested, over and over again, cousin, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever knew that he touched me and did these things to me. You know what I mean? Here's my thing. All right. This is my new slogan. It says what? No matter what, can you see that?
Yeah.
I'm a diamond. Okay, that's what I want you to say to yourself. All right, we had another one last week, but this week, no matter what, I'm a diamond. Some of you are saying, listen, you know what? No matter what, I've been told all my life I ain't nothing. I ain't gonna be nothing. You know what I'm saying? How am I supposed to come through that? Okay, just to think that I'm all this stuff that you're talking about. You know what? No matter what, you are a diamond. Some of you are saying, but here's the deal. All right. I've been cheated on. You know what I'm saying? I was in a relationship where I was abused. He beat my behind for breakfast. He beat my behind for lunch. He beat my behind for dinner. You have no idea what I've been through. And I'm not trying to minimize what you've been through. But here's what I got to tell you. No matter what, you are a diamond. Period. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, you gotta get that, okay? And this shirt right here, I came up with this because I want something that helps a woman to remind you and understand who you are. This is, like I said last week, the other shirt. This is the ministry of you, okay? No matter what. Do you understand how powerful that is? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, okay? This is substance, okay? All right, this is substance. This is evidence. Because if you don't really honestly believe it, you have to keep on, okay, over and over and over. Faith cometh by hearing. Faith cometh by hearing. And a lot of you don't believe it. A lot of you, when I say the whole diamond thing, and I do it on purpose, and I got the biggest one I could find because I wanted to shock your system. Okay, but you have got to allow yourself to stretch. Okay, now this right here, this shirt is on my website on ChristopherReid.org. Go there. Okay, get it. If I'm saying something that resonates with you, okay, because it ain't just about a shirt. I mean, I could have put it on anything, but my thing is to help remind you of who you are constantly. All right, and when you wear it, all right, when you buy it, I don't want you to just wear it like it's you going to Walmart, make it the best that you can make it. Okay. You have to continually brainwash yourself about this whole diamond thing, this mindset, because if you don't get it and you don't understand it, the enemy will continually trip you up and deceive you about who you really are, because all he wants to do is keep you in the same place. He wants to make you think nobody wants you. He wants you to think that you're not good enough for anybody. He wants you to think that no matter what anybody says, like this Doc Reid guy, this stupid, milk dud looking dude, don't nobody care about what he's talking about. You ain't never gonna be this diamond that he's talking about. I know that somebody's out there thinking that right now. I'm trying to tell you that you are that. But if you don't believe it, if you don't step out on faith, you can have either one or two options. You could be like the woman with the issue of blood, say, I don't care how many people are in front of me, I'm gonna press through to get what I need. If I got the elbow, if I got to move some folk, okay, so that I can touch and get my deliverance. Or you could be like the rich young ruler. There wasn't no crowd, okay? He didn't have to fight through nobody to get to Jesus, all right? Jesus was right there. And Jesus told him, dude, this is what you need to do, period. He went away sad. Okay, so how is it that you can have one person in the presence of deliverance and had to fight to get there, to get what they needed, and another person standing right there, no obstruction at all, and then walks away totally empty? But you have to decide what you want. I wish I could take it and just dump it in you. I wish I could. That's why I'm so passionate. That's why I'm so animated. But I can't. You have to make that decision. You have to face your fears, and there is a lot of fear. Okay, if you are my doormat, you know what your fear is? Your fear is that if I don't perform, your fear is if I don't get out here and do cartwheels, okay, I won't get love. Okay, if you're the CEO, because see, the CEO can deceive herself to believe that she thinks she's the diamond. I'm sorry. Because what you've done, oftentimes you've mistaken your need and your ability to control everything as a level of self-confidence. But really, in essence, it's a great fear of, if I don't do it, I don't believe that a man will come into my life and be able to do and be for me what I need for him to be and do. So I have to drive. I'm going to drive to make sure that I get there. Wow. That's out of order. Wow. God didn't design it that way. Wow. If you're the guarded woman, your fear is I can't depend on any man ever to open up myself for that. He will protect me. I got to protect myself. So let me build my own walls up around my heart. Let me isolate myself. Let me put myself in solitary confinement.
Wow.
Problem with that is, sweetheart, you don't get out, but love doesn't get in. Okay. So if you want to end up alone, lonely, okay, I'm in this kind of alone I'm talking about, it's not a self-aware diamond kind of alone. It's a desolate, nobody there, no real contact with anybody kind of loneliness. That's not what God designed for you. But what do you want for yourself? Okay, what is it that you want? Okay, I'm trying to provide as much as I can. You can, this shirt, okay, hashtag diamond status, your identity, whether it's this one, no matter what, I'm a diamond. When somebody comes up to you and reads this on you, you wearing this, you rocking this, okay, I might add with your best jeans, your red bottoms, whatever, accessorize it, make it look nice, sweetheart. Don't put the Mother Walker spirit on it. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, all right. But when they ask you, what does that mean? No matter what, I'm a diamond. As soon as you talk about that, you start to minister. Okay, I ain't trying to get super deep, but if you say, no matter what, I'm a diamond, no matter what I've been through, that gives you an opportunity to tell people your story. Please don't get rid of your story. Please don't get rid of the hell that you've been through, because that's not just for you, that's for somebody else. Okay, Jesus told Peter, he said, after you've been fully, then you go and help somebody else. All right, that's what you got to do. So listen, I don't know who I'm talking to. And for some of y'all, if what I said is not enough and hearing this hasn't inspired you enough or motivated you enough, you might really need to just reach out to me. You might need to talk to somebody. I say this every week. Okay, if you need to call me, because some of you need somebody to literally hold your hand, okay, and walk you through the valley of the shadow of death, so to speak. You feel what I'm saying? Because some of y'all, if you don't have that assistance, you're going to get stuck in the valley. You're not going to think it's the shadow of death. You're going to get stuck in the valley of death. Okay, you're going to believe you're literally going to die where you are. Lexi, let me ask you something. Have you ever been through something that was so awful that you felt like you was going to die there?
Yes, sir.
Have there ever been through something in your life that you felt like you thought you might not make it out of it?
Yes, sir.
Did you make it out?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. But see, some people right now that are out here listening, you in that place right now. Somebody said drop the mic. You in that place right now. As I'm speaking, you're in a place where you feel like, I don't know if I'm going to make it out. I'm just going to keep it 100. And I'm glad that you in that place from the standpoint of being able to listen to what I say. Because my thing is this, I might not be called to the hundreds of thousands and the, stadiums and whatnot. I don't really care, because my thing is I'm a one-on-one dude. You know what I'm saying? I got a Nicodemus ministry. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm that midnight hour. I'm the dude where it's just you and I. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is your deepest, darkest desire or secrets and fears, okay, that's where you and I can connect. All right? Because until you can get to the point where you can share that and you can let that go, some of you just need to cry. Some of you need to scream. Some of you need to do a whole lot of things to let that out because you're so bound. Okay? Don't let the enemy keep you in that place, and believe that real love doesn't exist. I hate to say this, but some of you in your 30s, 40s, and even 50s and have never experienced real love. Never. You've never experienced what it is for a man to truly love your socks off in a genuine way. That's very sad. Because, and I know that it's not your desire, obviously, but so many things have kept you from being able to realize that, from what you went through when you were a child, okay, to now your belief system, thinking it doesn't exist for you. It's very sad. And it doesn't have to. Okay, it doesn't have to be that way. Do not let the enemy make you feel like it exists for everybody else. They can have it, but it doesn't exist for you because you're not good enough, because you're only a rock. Okay? So, Lexi.
Yes, sir.
The doors of the church are closed.
Are they closed? You didn't even ask for, is there one?
Yeah, is there one? Is there one? Seriously, y'all. With this stuff like this, I create it and come up with it and ask the Holy Spirit to help me to give y'all something to really help, to empower you, to help you understand your true identity. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously, because Michael Kors, I'm sure, is wonderful. You know what I mean? But when you put it on, I don't know what it tells you about your identity. Maybe it tells you you're a diamond. Maybe it tells you, I don't know. Maybe it does. I'm not saying it doesn't, but you need to do some things that really feed it. Not just that, this or whatever, but whatever your thing is. Okay. Whatever makes you feel like, you $1 million. Okay. And if you don't believe it, you have to keep on doing it. 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 And it's more important for you to do it, even if you don't believe it.
Now, this is what I need you to do. I need you to speak to the men, because there was a few men on here that said, man, this is just for the women. Some men are giving up.
It's so funny because someone was talking to me the other day and said, what about the guys? I'm really passionate about the heart of a man. Because what a lot of women often sometimes don't understand is that it's very challenging being a man. There are a lot of insecurities. There are a lot of fears that we don't feel like we can share, because you got to be so hard all the time. You got to always feel like you got all the answers. You got to always feel like you got to have it together. And a lot of times you don't have it together. Okay. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that, you're not trying to handle your business, but it just means that you're just broken in so many places. And then all the things that I say about the women, about being guarded and being a CEO and being a doormat, men go through all those same issues. So many men have been so hurt and so scarred, from being a boy, that you come out here, you didn't have a father, you didn't have an example. But then somebody tells you, because you are 6'1" and you're over 21 years old, you're a man now. Okay, so perform. And then with that woman, okay, you're supposed to be all of these things to her. Okay, you're supposed to treat her like a diamond. You don't even know who you are. So I'm supposed to treat her like she's this, and I'm still trying to figure out what in the world am I right now? Okay, so for the guys, you know, one of the biggest things, you know, men, we just need oftentimes to just be able to just let it go. You know, what meaning when I say let it go, in a very safe place, to be able to be honest and say, man, to even be able to say, I'm scared. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna handle my business. I'm gonna do what I got to do, but I'm scared I'm fighting scared. Like one of my homies, Sarat, would always say. He said, man, every time I got in a fight when I was little, he said, I fought scared. I did what I had to do, and people thought I was so courageous, and people thought I was all of this. You know, I was Billy Batten, but I was always terrified. Every fight I got into. And I feel like that men just don't have that liberty in a safe place because of the fear of how is it going to look? Okay, how is it going to? And then you talk about a man's relationship with God. Okay, his heavenly father, he don't even know his real dad. You know, he doesn't. So I'm supposed to grab on to this father, you know, just for the sake of, you know, lack of examples, what we've taught historically, you know, a white guy with a big beard. And, you know, this is the imagery that, you know, we've been given. We know that, you know, cognitively that's not really, but this is it. But I don't even know my own dad. You know, I don't have a connection with somebody who really looks like me. Okay, that gives me some sense of identity just because it's like looking in the mirror. But at the same time, I'm trying to latch on to a bigger scope, a bigger sense of who I am. Okay, and I don't always get it. I don't always understand it. So there are just so many challenges with the men. There's so many challenges with the women, and it all stems from lack of identity on both sides of the fence. Okay, so we got both sides coming to a situation where we don't fully know who we are. Okay, and now we're trying to make this union that has some sense of identity. As soon as we get into it, we at each other's throats. We can't even make it to 5 years in a marriage. People struggle. I remember I had a partner one time say to me, he said, dude, listen, I'm having some challenges with this thing, man. How did you make it to blank? You know, I don't know how many years I had been married at that time. You know how long he had been married when he asked me this question? He hadn't even been married 2 years. He's like, how do you do it, man? And I'm not saying it like I'm but I'm saying more so about the fact that he found it to be such a struggle, and that it seemed to be so massive of a task that he didn't know what to do. And this was his third. I think this was his third marriage.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know, there are a lot of situations on both sides of the fence. Oftentimes, because women ask me all the time, why don't you talk to the men? Why don't you talk to the men? And my honest answer is, oftentimes we as men don't really like unsolicited advice like women. Women are very open. You know what I mean? Women, y'all come, as soon as you see the message, you tend to flock. Okay, we as men sometimes, not all the time, okay, that we seek out advice oftentimes when, you know, things are like really bad, when we have a real serious problem. And so if I do these talks, you know, I'm not saying men won't show up, but you know, they might not show up like women. So my thing is this, if that's what God is calling me to do, I don't have any problem talking or encouraging anybody that's, you know, God wants me to. But he would just have to open that door, you know. So like, you know, Jake's has his manpower or whatever, and his woman that are loose. If that's what he wants me to do, I'll say this. I got a couple of things to share. You know, I've been married 20 years, 21 years. What is this? 90? Yeah, 21. Yeah, I've been married 21 years. So I got a couple little things, you know, I can share with both sides of the fence that they could probably help some people. But yes.
I think a guy just asked a question.
Talk to him.
He
What's
said
the question?
something about being over 30 and being he's not married. He's over 30. And kind of being judged by women because of that.
Oh yeah,
it's almost
that's
like
a big one.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I got another partner that actually he is over 40. He's never been married. He is a great guy, good job, responsible guy. And I know women oftentimes get frustrated because, like I said a few scopes ago, you get tired of going to the family reunions and all this, and everybody asks you, when you getting married? Like you're the family weirdo. But guys get that too. And honestly, that's a hard one to really shake, and just in terms of in society's eyes, because by the time you're a certain age, people just expect that you should be at a certain place. And you would think that you get more dap and more kudos because you don't have this long line of people that you've been with and a long line of, trash relationships, but it's almost like it's the opposite. Because you aren't in a relationship or you're not in a situation and you've kept yourself, from all of that, you looked at like, maybe he's, and now the rumors start and all of that kind of stuff. My thing is this. That's why it's so important to know your identity. Because if you look for validation outside of you, you will be jacked up. Your family, God bless them, they mean well a lot of times, but they can say some of the most cruel stuff to you, what I'm saying, with, I guess, good intentions, all right, especially some, great big mama in them, and, what, don't you like women? Well, here we go with this again. Yeah, big mama, I like women, Nana. You know what I mean? So, but God bless her, you got to be patient with her. People started thinking I was a lesbian. Yeah, so you gotta, if you're so taken by what people think, you'll be all over the place. All right. That's why you have to know who you are. Any more questions?
So did you pose the question, have you lost faith in love? You need to ask them.
Who? Them? Again?
Yeah, ask them.
Reverend.
Haven't it?
Somebody said Pookie and them. Have you lost faith in love? Yeah, that is a good question. Since that is the question.
That is the question.
Have you lost faith in love? Is there one?
Hey, how did I mind?
Is there one that is willing to admit?
Trim I said yes.
Huh?
Trim 73 said yes.
Yes. Okay, is anyone else honest enough to say, if you haven't lost it totally, you are definitely on the fence. You're like, I'm trying not to fall, but, it's getting a little, yeah.
We've got about 6 so far.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Go watch this on the replay over and over. Oh, let me say this. I don't know if y'all know this. First of all, follow me on Periscope. And if you go to my YouTube channel, everything that I do on Periscope, all my videos, it's more videos out there than you would ever want to watch. It's Reid, REID, CEG 1 on YouTube. Subscribe to me. You can go out there and watch all my videos if you haven't. It's a bunch of them. Or you go to my website, whatever. But seriously, ChristopherReid.org, and that at the Doc Reid, that's my Periscope and Instagram. But seriously, you cannot, you have got to, and this is where your faith kicks in, because, Scripture talks about how David had to encourage himself. And at times, you ever have a time when you really need somebody and you called everybody and they send you the voicemail? And you sitting there and you like, are you serious right now? Or you call your friend like, hey, please call me back, because seriously, I need to talk to you. Oh, no, I got you. And when I tell you that, Joker, listen, it's like Jesus in the garden, right? Could y'all not stay up with me for an hour, please? You have got to get to the point where you can encourage yourself, okay? You really do. You have got to seek out examples, resources that give you hope. Because if your hope is deferred, like Solomon said, it maketh the heart sad. That's called depression. And if anyone out there has actually suffered from real depression, it is no joke. Okay, so just imagine like a broken heart, like that just don't leave. Okay, that's what like serious depression is. And you don't want to allow yourself to go into that. Okay, God doesn't want you to go in that because it's very difficult to pull yourself out of that. And I know a lot of times, a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, depression is something real that you deal with. Sometimes, you know, your hormones, you know, stuff guys don't have to deal with. But it's real for y'all, you know. And yeah, so, you know, watch us. I mean, hopefully we can help encourage you, but we can't be there 24/7. You know, somebody says, Tanya, my homegirl, says depression is real. It really is. Have you ever suffered from depression, Lex?
Absolutely.
Like real, like I ain't talking about like just a momentary, just like, but like real, like it lasted for a grip.
I was on antidepressant medication.
What?
When my husband died, yeah.
Oh, that was major.
That was major, bro.
Yeah, so it's real. You know what I mean? But whatever you got to do, sometimes you have to fight, kick, scream, do whatever you got to do so that you realize that you're not this. You're so much more powerful than you realize that you are. I mean, many of you have no idea how strong you are. I mean, you don't, you know, and it's sad because you're way more powerful than you realize. But you have got to know it. It's like I said the other week. It's not about what I think about you. It's what you know about you. And you have to know you're this. Okay? That's strong. You just can't, I can't just, yeah. I mean, even if I wanted to, I can't break it. And some of the things that y'all have been through already. I mean, the fact that you're sitting out here right now, that you can listen to this, all the stuff that you've been through with your story, that's powerful. I mean, anybody else would have snapped, you know? I mean, people look at you and they think, oh, you know, you're like, man, y'all don't even know. I mean, if they knew. I mean, I've talked to some people and just to hear their story. I love story. I mean, I love a person's story. I mean, that's part of why I like doing what I do. And some of the things that people have been through, I look at them like, wow. Like, and you didn't like go to like 80 shrinks? It's like, no, you know. But that just speaks to how strong they really are. I mean, I'm just talking about, when you're talking about molestation, you talking about, you know, having to almost raise themselves, you know, parents not even really in the home, or they could have did their own thing, like nobody really watching them, you know what I mean? And they stayed the course. You know, that's very, very difficult, but they did it. Yes. All right. What's next?
That's it. Give me your website, brother.
Oh, the website again, for whatever you need, whether it is the book. Okay, that's the back of it. That's free, by the way. Here's the website, ChristopherReid.org. Okay? And if you want to get one of the T-shirts, okay, no matter what, I'm a diamond. The other one is somewhere. That one, hashtag diamond status. Right now, it's a low introductory price because it's new. It'll go up later. And then is there something else? Oh, yeah. If you want to talk to me about a free 30-minute consultation, hit me up. Whatever it is, I'm there. I'm trying to be one-stop shop. Okay?
You got it.
Love the session. Thought I was in love at 5. All right.
I hope this helped somebody. I know some of the things he said was for somebody, definitely. And, you know, I'm always going to share with you. That's my buddy right there. And, you know, we call it tours of duty. We have done tours of duty together through a few of the guys that I dated. Probably about, how many tours of duty we've been on, Doc?
Oh, Pastor, didn't lost count.
It's been a while. So y'all need to hit him up, ChristopherReid.org. So hit him up.
Shirts.
Get you a couple shirts. I'm gonna give me one because I know I'm a diamond boo-boo. And he's right. You know, you will go through some things where you feel like, you know what? I never felt like.
No, not Reid. EED, REID. Yeah, all right. Somebody correct.
I never felt like love wasn't for me. It wasn't that. I just always, you know, you'll get into a space where you'll be like, where the real men at? You know, where's the ones that treat you good? You'll get in that space. you will, if you live long enough, you'll get in that space. You date, you go through relationships. You will get in that space. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I'm cool with being.
It's just you.
That's fine. But I the only reason why I don't give up hope is because of God. Not because I'm seeing the greatest example by men. I've seen a few, but the ones that I've dated, it's like. But one thing that Chris and I talked about is I can't even blame the guys. A lot of that stuff is me. That was a hard pill to swallow. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. That was a hard one for me to take in. That was a hard one for me. Because a lot of times when you put up with stuff, if you don't put up with it, then it can't go any further. So who's really the wrong person? Is it the guy you dating or is it you? Because if you walk away and you realize what you really want, if I really, like for a fact, knew I was a diamond, for real, I wouldn't put up with a lot of stuff. You be shut down. But that was my fault because, like he said, I kept giving chances. He hit me in my chest tonight. I kept giving chances. Saw some stuff, kept giving chances. That's the story of my life. That's the story of my life. If I had stopped sooner, or saw it when I saw it and be like, oh, peace, sir. But I didn't do that. And that's my mistake. That's not his mistake. That's on me. So who you really mad at? So are there good men out here? I wouldn't know because I keep dating the wrong one for too long. Oh, I just hit myself.
That'll preach, Reverend.
So the question is, ladies, are the real men out here? We would know because we keep dating the wrong one after even God shows us what's wrong. Like Chris said, we keep on doing the same thing, giving the wrong guy so many chances, and then you locked up, tied up in this one dude, and the real guy is walking past. So who you gonna blame? Listen, I'm gonna be even more transparent because I don't know any other way to be. Wait a minute, hold on. My son just got home. Hold on. Let me put, wait a minute.
Pressing buttons.
Hold on. I'm pressing buttons and everything. Hold on.
It's a commercial break.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm on Periscope.
You're on Periscope?
Yes.
Hey!
All right, whatever. Okay.
You made spaghetti?
Yeah.
How long will you?
Okay, I can't. Okay, I'm on Periscope. Leave me alone.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
So, I went out on a date.
Come on, whispering spirit.
It's a whisper. Did y'all get it? Did you get it? Did y'all hear me?
Do I need to repeat it? Oh, yeah, okay. That would probably be too loud.
Did y'all hear me? Come on, transparency. Okay, y'all heard me. They said they got it. I love y'all. Y'all so messy. Y'all so petty.
Let me type it. Let me type it for you, Reverend.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody got it. Yeah, that was right.
Okay, so, and, I went out like this. Face, toe up, just like, look like the Grinch that stole Christmas. Look, that's a messed up face. Just because of, what I went through. But then you want to get out and you want to have fun. But you just be like... And so he started saying stuff like, you're so pretty. Thank you. And can I do this for you? Yep. Just saying stuff, and I'm just kind of quick, and I can hear myself tripping. And it ain't his fault, but I'm so guarded and so walled up. It's like Game of Thrones in this mug. It's like the Hunger Games, And so I'm doing all this, but I have to say that he was so nice and so sweet and patient and but I'm waiting, I'm just looking and I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Oh, he probably a hoe. Oh, he being nice now, but it probably won't last. And it don't exist. And so what? But so far, he's doing what I like. He's following up. He's still being sweet. He's
Feel weird.
And it feels weird, and it's
Almost
like
wrong.
it feels almost wrong. It feel right. Somebody said he gay. Exactly. You know. So you're like,
if you used to driving, sometimes it's hard to ride shotgun.
oh wait, don't do it. Don't do it.
So that control thing is rough.
So that's what happened. I didn't want Mikey to hear, but you know, because it's grown folks. But
We'll catch the replay.
but you know, for somebody, he's smart. He's sweet. He's hardworking. He's got 2 boys. He's divorced, and you know, he has his own story and all like that. But it's like I'm so used to, what is it again, Chris? What am I used to? I can't ride shotgun. I hate to admit some of the stuff that you were saying. Oh my God, I hated to admit it. When you feel, I'm one of those women, and I hate to admit that. Ooh, that's hard. God, that's hitting me in my chest. My chest so tight right now.
What did I say that you hate?
When you're the CEO, sometimes you take control because you're honestly afraid that you're not going to get what it is that you need.
I felt that thing when you said it.
That hurt me.
Oh.
And it hurt me because it's true. And I think I've been doing that because you date the wrong person, and then you're expecting them and you want them to treat you like you want to be treated. But you feel in your shondo that they're really not going to, but you continue on that path and you're still not being fulfilled. Oh my God, that is the story of my life.
So low anyway, so
my expectations are so low that. But this time, I just threw caution to the wind. It's like I took my bra off and just threw it across the room, and it was just like it's like that moment where you just burn bras, and that revolution moment where you just like, you know what, I don't care anymore. And so I just said anything while I was out on the date. I just said whatever I wanted. Nope, I'm not doing that. Nope. He said, I'd like to pay for that. Yup, because I'm not paying. Yup, because I'm free. I'm free. Nope. Yeah, because I'm not paying for nothing. He said, why would you pay? And I was like,
you didn't have to be in control. You could just let it go.
So I could just
let go. Yeah.
I was like, well, I'll see you later. I'm going to get my toes done. He said, can I pay for it?
What?
Can you do what? You going my toes getting done? So I could go on. But it just went on, like that, and so.
Went through the woods at grandma's house. A couple of dollars.
So that's all. Yep. Just need to let it go. So learn from my mistakes, and I'm not too proud to tell you that I have made mistakes and I've done it wrong. I've done it wrong, but I want to get it right. And so they say yes to feet fetishes. Yes, honey.
Right, and somebody paying for it.
Yeah, and somebody paying for it. And he rubbed my feet too, so.
And it's here's the thing, it's not about the money, it's really about a man, setting that precedence to say, I will support, I will take care of your needs, because we make it about the money, but it ain't about the money. That's just a conduit, for a man to be there for a woman to make her feel supported. That's why it's so easy for the CEO to get into that mindset, because she feels like, I got to get myself. I can't rely on a guy to have my back. So once she gets stuck there, if a guy does come along that has the potential to have her back, she really doesn't give him the opportunity because she's so quick on the draw. Now, I let you know I don't need you to have my back.
Right.
I got my own back.
Right.
And so, the guy, he'll get, you know, some guys will get comfortable with that real quick. Like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? We'll follow you. But then you'll run into some guys and say, hey, I don't even work like that.
Yeah.
You know, if you and I gonna be together, now we talking about real men. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
You
right.
say, no, I got that. You know, now if you're not comfortable with that, then maybe I'm not the guy for you, but you need to let me do that. And if you're not used to that, you could almost feel like he's trying to even come against you. Like, wait a minute, you know, as opposed to just saying, and just relax. Yeah, some of y'all need to have practice, just, and just go limp. Just be free.
Just be
But,
what?
you know, yeah, fear is going to be there facing you, telling you, oh, if you let go, oh my God, you know they ain't gonna have you. You know the voice in your head, the voice. You got to silence the voice. Go ahead on, Reverend. You take it back.
That's it. I'm good. That's good stuff.
They probably want to hear some music.
So I just want to let y'all know, you know, I got a breakthrough because I did. I got a breakthrough. I got a breakthrough because I just decided to let go and do nothing.
Why is that so hard?
That's hard for me. It was hard. It's not hard for me now. Now I'm so limp.
You used to echo what I would say, but I'm not sure you got the say the less you do, the more you get. I don't think you really got that
Say it
revelation.
again.
When I used to always say the less you do, the more you get. You used to say, yes, Reverend, yes, honey, you know, your whole deal, right? But I don't even think you totally got the revelation of that in its totality. You know what I mean? But I think you have more of it now. Because when you go in there like, I'm not, you know, I'm just not. You've totally let it go.
I have.
Now you're getting more.
Yeah.
You're getting so much more. Because why? Your posture has changed.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. This ain't trying to be nothing. All right. It just is. So things come to it. You know, you don't go in the jewelry store to look at this, but you'll go look at this.
They said, what does that even mean? Less you give, more you get.
In a relationship, women can get to the point where you're so used to doing something, you're so used to performing, you're so used to trying to make the relationship be something. You're still used to trying to drive it in a direction. You know, whether you're the doormat, because the doormat and the CEO ultimately do the same thing, but they just use, you know, different tactics. Okay, the CEO is more take charge and but to make it go in the direction they wanted to go. But the doormat, I'm not saying they're trying to be manipulative, but they're trying to get things to go in their direction by being submissive and passive and go along. Maybe if I'm so subdued and I, you know, give and do whatever he wants me to do, then he'll give me what I want from him.
Yeah.
So it's all to the same end. So that's all I'm saying. When the less you do, okay, just chill out. All right. Just let him be the man and stop fearing if he will do. Because if he doesn't do, guess what? He ain't the one for you.
Yeah.
And you can't be so afraid, because here's the other one. When I talked about being afraid of being alone, your fear is like, you know, the bus. Another one might not come along. What time is it? This is, if I don't get the 10 o'clock one, ain't another one coming till morning.
Wow.
If it does come. So you're so afraid that another one won't come. When, I mean, there's plenty of men out here, okay? But this is not afraid that somebody is not going to come in the store to want it. Okay? So don't try to be who you are. It's like, I love when he's talking about the Matrix. It's like you're waiting on something. You know, it's like, so I'll be able to dodge bullets. No, I'm saying that when you're ready, you won't have to. Yeah. You won't have to try to do anything. You'll just be who you are. And that's what you did. When you went out and you was just being who you are. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just here.
Yep.
And he was like, that's way more than enough. I am loving what I'm seeing. Yep. Hallelujah.
Oh my
But
God.
you know, but what's powerful that what you said it was even uncomfortable and it felt almost wrong. Ladies, you got to be aware that even when you walk in your diamond status and you start to get the revelation of it, being treated right will possibly feel very wrong because you're not used to it.
See,
So-
now here we go. Favor ain't just said everything starts off good.
Oh, see, listen to that spirit trying to sneak in there.
But here's the thing.
And everything doesn't start off good, because I've had some stuff that started off whack.
But here's the thing. But why is it that we looking for? It's that wait for the other shoe to drop. Jon Snow, I saw that. Is that Lisa? Yeah, we're still waiting for that other shoe to drop. Even in that statement, everything starts out good. It's like the other end of that until. So when you go into it with that mindset, what do you think you're going to get? I'm just saying, you know, I maybe I don't have a lot of answers. I got a lot of questions. Maybe I don't have a lot of answers, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Expectation.
You know, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this and I'm going to let y'all go. The bottom line is, whether it starts off good and it goes south, it doesn't matter. I've given up nothing.
It don't change who you are.
It don't change who I am. And I tell you what, I'm all the better for it. I got treated good. I got treated with respect. You know, I got treated like a queen. So if it goes nowhere, I got treated better than good. So if it doesn't work out, okay, what have I lost? I had a good time.
If you're still you ain't lost nothing.
And hey, so it's all good. I'm all the better for it. Another great experience. It's another great experience. But what I'm not going to do is I'm trying not to be that negative Nelly and say, you know, it hasn't worked out for me in the past. This ain't going to work out either. How about this? How about I'm just going to enjoy my summer? How about I'm just going to have a good time and I'm going to look good doing it? And I'm going to get out there and I'm going to let somebody tell me I look good. And I'm going to let somebody tell me that, you know, I'm the baddest chick that walked up in this place. I'm going to let somebody say, oh, my God, you know, turn that thing around. Let me see what you work. Oh, okay, girl, okay. Can I get you dinner? What can I do? Can I take you to the movies? What can I do? That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to wait for the other shoe to drop.
You never just had the mindset, I'm just going to enjoy myself?
Nope. I may have said I'm going to enjoy myself, but I'm always looking ahead. I'm always trying to see what's going on. I'm not there. Nope. I'm emotionally unavailable right now. I'm just out here in these streets. I'm out here getting it. You know, I'm out here having a good time. Let's go. You want to ask me out? And I don't call him. Hello? I don't call you. If you want to go out with me, you want to see me, you want to talk to me, you want to hear my voice, you're calling me. You want to take me out somewhere, you want to ask me out, then you're calling me. I don't call you. Now, if I don't catch your call and I miss it, I'll call you back or text you. But I'm following whose lead? Your lead, sir. I'm not, because you know what I am? I'm the diamond. Diamonds don't go chase. You hollering at me. Period. And I'm going to enjoy myself like a lady should. You want to treat me like a lady? I'm going to give you all lady. Hello? I'm going to wear these tight jeans. I'm going to show you my lady humps.
Let your lady out, Rev.
I'm going to let my lady out now. We're going to go out. Mm-hmm. And I'm grown and we're going to have a good time and you're going to what? You're going to pay for it and you're going to ask me out and you're going to call me. And guess what? I'll answer and I'll talk to you. And that's that. Boom. So, leave the chase to the man.
That sounds like order.
It sounds like order to me.
Right.
It sounds like order to me. So, praise God. So, y'all can be out there. Everything starts off good. In the beginning, okay, well, let me take that good and let me run with it. And I'm going to have a good time. Right? He told me, let him compliment me. Shoot. Your eyes, baby, your eyes kill me. Your eyes about to take me down. Your eyes, oh my God, and I'm doing this. I'm gonna wear extra mascara and lashes next time. I'm gonna let you have it. Boom. All right, God bless. Let me get out of here. I love y'all.
Yeah, it wasn't Tuesday. You can't count on us to be out here every Tuesday. We just show up whenever we just show up.
We just showing up. It's Monday.
Yeah, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Reid CEG1. And anything else I say? Watch the replay if you missed anything.
Watch the replay. All right, night, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all be good. Ladies, let the man do the hunting. Somebody in here said, I'm a lion because I like to hunt. All right, hunt.
Yes,
hunt away, honey.
Yes. What a lion.
Hunt. And I'm going to run real slow. I'm going to be the deer. I'm going to prance. I'm going to prance. I'm going to be like, oh, he caught me. Oh, no.
Well, it's a cat and mouse. It's a chase. It's supposed to be a chase.
Yes, and I'm with it. I'm with all of it.
I'm gonna do seminars on just the chase, the posture. You know, how you're supposed to just respond. You know how it looks. I don't know how to do the chase, and the women know how to let them chase. You know, and make yourself chase a bull. You just got to present yourself a certain way.
Yeah.
You know that where your flirt game at?
Hey, hey.
Yeah, where your sexy flirt game?
Yes, mine is on 10, honey.
Yeah. And flirting ain't nothing nasty, and you know it ain't wild and crazy. It's just how you carry yourself. You know, a guy you got to let a guy know that you're interested, approachable, or something. That don't mean that your cleavage got to be all out and you got to be naked. You know, it's just you being a woman and just using what God gave you. But yeah, some of y'all, it's okay. We're gonna do some seminars or something, Lex. We're gonna get it together.
We're gonna act it out.
We're gonna act it out. You're gonna stand in front of everybody, and you're gonna act it out. We're gonna bring you up. Hey, how you doing? What's your name, sweetheart? Okay, Lisa. Okay, hey, how you doing, Lisa? All right. Here's the deal. Okay, I'm a guy. I'm gonna come up to you, and we're gonna put it out there. See how you react.
We're gonna see.
Teach.
So Tay, what's up? You asked me, are there tickets left to my party? Are you coming? Doc Reid is coming to the party.
You still been promoting it?
I don't really talk about it because we got a lot of people coming now. And y'all a little late on these tickets. Y'all a little late getting y'all's tickets. So if you coming, come on and come. Come on and come to the party. We're going to kick it.
Donnie 412, I'm on it.
Somebody said, what kind of party?
Women know how to flirt. Okay.
A party. Like kicking it.
Some of them need a little help.
It's here in Detroit, June 25th. June 25th here in Detroit.
Yes, Lisa, we'll sign you up, Reverend.
Come on here. Go to my website, ALX Hair, ALX Hair, ALX Hair, ALX Hair. Go there, click on shop, get your ticket, because they coming. It's going to be crazy. They're coming from all over. They're flying in. They're flying, they're driving. June 25th is going to be off the hook. Right. Yes, it's black and bling. It's a black and bling party. Come on to my party and flirt. Ladies, there's going to be many single men there. My cousins are all coming. They're single. They're employed. Their FICO scores are up. I'm just saying. You might want to come through. Be a part of my family. Get you a husband. It's going to be popping. I know how to turn up. Amen. Still be saved. So go to my website, alxhair.com. Huh?
Somebody said, Lexi, did you hear about the pastor drama? I was just saying, what pastor drama?
Yeah, but who cares? alxhair.com. All right? All right, just don't you be a part of the drama. You keep your nose clean. That's all you got to do. Let other people have their drama. Amen?
It's enough drama to go around.
It's enough drama to go around. Just don't you be a part of it. That's all I got to say. FICO scores are up at this party. Okay, love y'all. Y'all be good.
And don't give up on love.
And don't give up on love. I haven't.
Keep hope alive, Reverend.
That's the truth. I'm fine. I'm good. Something gonna find me. And I'm gonna just have my flirt game up. I'm gonna be twirling my hair like, what? Yes.
There you are. Because you know it's gonna find you.
Just be like this.
Yeah, see, look at that. There it is. Okay. You teach that.
Twirl that ALX hair.
Teach that class.
And be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta keep your mouth open. Sometimes you gotta close it. Sometimes you be like, what?
Oh, see.
You better start.
I got this thing, honey. I got this.
Yeah. For your inbox be full.
It goes down in the DM. Hey.
Be full.
I love it. Okay, bye. Bye, y'all. Bye.